Hey everybody, it's Jork. Welcome back. I hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. This video is for Americans, those of you in the US looking to move to Portugal and you haven't started the process of signing up and applying through VFS Global. So the vast majority of people in the United States will have to use that service. There are a few people that do not have to use that. But specifically, if you live west of the Mississippi, most of those states, so people living in like Phoenix, Arizona, Denver, Colorado, California, San Diego, LA, San Fran, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, you got to go through VFS Global, which is linked to the San Francisco Portuguese Immigration Office. And I talked to a client recently who lives in Southern California, and he was looking to move this fall with his family, get his kids into school right away. The earliest appointment he'd get was January 2024. And that doesn't even include kind of dealing with shipping, getting stuff done, and then getting over here and getting through CEF, which is going to be a new agency, most likely by the time he moves. Now, I talked to him, and he said he kept going back on the site, and he was able to find an opening. But this is my PSA, public service announcement to all of you that are along the West Coast or need to use the VFS Global through San Francisco. You're fighting and with a lot more people to get those appointments. Usually it's been 2 to 3 months to get in. I'll say historically pre-COVID. Now it's been a little longer to get in and get through that process. And a few clients that I've spoken to that have come from, let's say, New York or DC, those VFS Global sites have gotten through much quicker because there's just less people applying there. And the unfortunate thing is you can't be in, let's say, California and apply through New York. You have to go through, based upon how they chopped up the United States, you have to go through that particular office for things. So right now you're looking, if you made an appointment in late July in San Francisco at the VFS Global there, and you can't get in until January, that is not good. I mean, that means you have to plan 6-7 months in advance what you're doing as far as a move, or you're putting it off for 6 months longer than what you anticipated. So the whole point of the video is if you are having to go through VFS Global through San Francisco, get on it, especially if you're looking to move late 2023, you may not even be able to get an appointment. If you're looking to move first quarter 2024, you got to do it now. Now, the other thing as well is, let's say you see this video and you talk to your family going, okay, we're going to go out and make an appointment, and it's for February or January of 2024. Maybe it's in March by the time this video is posted. Keep going on the site. I would say in the morning before you go to work, at night when you get home, have people go on multiple times during the day to see if someone has dropped out, or maybe they decided they're not going to move to Portugal, so that an opening in, let's say, September, October, November, December happens to come along and you can get in there and grab it. That's what you need to do. And I would say more so than the other sites, the New York or the Washington, D.C. site. That one, highly competitive just because there's more people from the western parts of the U.S. that are looking to move. And from what I understand, they have not increased their staff. So even though there is more interest in Portugal from United States citizens, that has not equated to hiring more staff for the VFS Global services. It just means there's more files being stacked up and the same amount of people to get through them. So again, vastly important. If you're looking at moving to Portugal in 2024 and you're West Coast, start now, get that appointment in. You may have plenty of time to be able to get all the paperwork that you need to be able to, before you can get into that appointment. So just more of a public service announcement for everybody. If I hear that New York or Washington, D.C. is starting to take longer, I will certainly make a video and get that out to you. But I thought that this was important to get out sooner than later because more of you are coming, and 2024 is a target date, 2025 is a target date. And just be mindful of where you live in the United States and what VFS Global service you have to use. There's a part depending on where you live in New England, that you will go through a Massachusetts place, which is not affiliated with VS Global. But for everyone else, you have to go through VFS Global. So be mindful of that. Pay attention to it. Get that appointment sooner than later. As always, thank you so much for taking time to watch the video, and enjoy your travels.